Well, we have 4 wires on the aft portion of the ship, of our arresting gear wires. Any one of them is fully as capable as the rest to stop an airplane. But the further aft that you go, the number 1 wire is the furthest aft that we have. For an airplane to catch that means that he is lower than he should be. And we would like to provide the airplane, or have him provide himself, the maximum clearance that he can over the back end of the ship before he lands and still catch a wire. So the ideal target wire, the one that he's trying to hit, is the 3 wire. And so we have varying distances, but essentially we've got about 40 feet between the wires, between each wire. So he's got a very small landing area that he's shooting for.
The pilot approaching the deck has about a 200-foot safe area to land in, down the middle of the deck. And if it's an F-14 with a 64-foot wing spread, he will have very little clearance between parked aircraft on either side of the deck while traveling at about 135 knots. It's also important to remember that while he's moving, the ship is moving forward and rolling, and the deck may be pitching up or down. It takes intense concentration and rapid eye-hand coordination. And after a tough combat mission, fatigue can become a factor.
Have the LSOs on the
Lieutenant Commander Gary Tritt.
It takes an extreme amount of concentration on the pilot. If all your systems in the aircraft are working and the ship is giving you information, automatic carrier landing system, or the ILS is up, then the pilot is at a point where he has to then put all the concentration towards that effort and to fly the aircraft down to a good start on the ball, so that as you come in for the landing from a half a mile to 3/4 in, you have the parameters set up and you're able to fly the ball all the way down without gross deviations. The biggest problem being is that if you're tired or if you have an aircraft problem and the variables with the ship itself, then you rely a lot also on the LSOs and on your RIO to be able to give you instant feedback on what you're doing.
We have a 5th wire, if you will, that we also put up a large net associated with that. It's called a barricade. That is an emergency-only usage piece of equipment that is there should, for example, an airplane's hook break, his arresting gear hook. If it breaks while he launches or in the air, or he can't get it down, he has no other way to stop his airplane. We can then raise this barricade, which is a large 20-foot high net that goes across the landing area, and he can fly into it.